Welcome guys in this video lecture. So in this video we will discuss a numerical problem on the channels. So basically we have a numerical problem here. So guys, before starting this problem, I want to tell you, please subscribe my channel and like the videos. If you have any query, write in the comment section. So let's start this numerical problem on channels. So guys, here a simple basically a spectrum of 30 megahertz is allocated to the wireless frequency division duplexing cellular system. So here the total spectrum is given 30 megahertz, and which is basically using where the two 25 kilohertz simple channels, of the 25 kilohertz two simplex channels are there, and to provide the duplex voice channels and control channels, here we need to find out the number of the channels that are available per cell, and there are different conditions. If the system are using the 4 cells reuse system, basically number of the cells are reused in the cell or in the cluster, or 7 cell reuse cluster, or 12 cell reuse. So on these 3 different conditions, we need to find out the control and voice channels. So, and one thing more, if 1 megahertz spectrum is allocated, then we need to find out the equitable distribution of the control channels and voice channels. So we also find out these control channels on 30 megahertz spectrum and also for 1 megahertz spectrum. So guys, I think you understand this question. So let's start the solution of this. So here guys, the total bandwidth or total spectrum, that is this one. So total bandwidth or spectrum, that is 30 megahertz we have given, and the channel bandwidth, how much channel bandwidth, that is 25 kilohertz here, and the total number of the two simplex channels, for here this the 2 simplex channels, the channel bandwidth that is equal to 25 kilohertz, and there are number of the channels are 2 simplex channels here. Then we need the channel bandwidth we will get, that is 25 multiplied 2, that is equal to 50 kilohertz. This is the basically duplex channel. So the 2 channels, simplex channels, and that is multiplied with this the channel bandwidth, the spectrum that is given 25 kilohertz. So for duplex we will multiply with this and get the channel bandwidth for duplex, that is 25 kilohertz. So we need to find out the total available channels, how many channels are available are there. So the total available channels that are equal to, here the total bandwidth, that is 30 megahertz, that is 30 and 30,000. If we convert this into hertz, then 30,000, and that will be divided by the total channel bandwidth, that is 50. So 50, then we will get 50, then we will get the total 600 channels. So total number of the 600 channels are used here. So we will distribute these 600 channels for different conditions, for 4 cells, 7 cell and 12 cell reuse. So here first part, let's change the color, and then A part here, that is 4 cell reuse. 4 cell reuse. Here the total number of the cells are 4, and in the 4 cells we divide these total channels. So divided the 600 channel into 4 cells, so 600 divided by 4, that will be equal to 150 channels are there. 150 channels are used for this 4 cell reuse cluster. And if the 7 cell reuse system, 7 cell reuse, here the total number of the 600 channels are divided by the 7 clusters, that will be equal to the 85 channels are there. And in the C part, if the cell reuse, that is a 12, total number of 12 cells in the cluster, so the 600 channels are divided into the 12 cells, so there are the 50 total channels. So if we use the 12 cell in the cluster, then total number of the 50 cells that will be used for the every cell in the cluster. And if we use a 7 cell reuse system, then total number of the 85 channels that are used in the every cell in the 7 cell group or cluster. So if we use the 4 cell reuse, then total number of the 150 channels that will be used in the 4 cell reuse system. So let's go for the another part. For this part, basically spectrum, this spectrum 1 megahertz spectrum that is allocated, then the determine the distribution of the control channel and voice channel in the equitable form. So here let's change the color of this, and then so here, yes, so here for the second condition, here the 1 megahertz spectrum is used. 1 megahertz spectrum is there. So if we 1 megahertz spectrum is divided into the 50 duplex channels, basically this 50 here total, this, then we will get, that is 1000 hertz divided by 50, then we will get total number of how much channels? 20 control channels we will get, because this 1 megahertz spectrum is allocated for the control channels. So 20 control channels we will get, and total number of the channels that are the 600 here, 600 channels, total number of the channels are the 600. So we have the 20 control channels. Now we need to distribute these 20 control channel and 600 total channels. Out of 600 total channels, we need to find out the total voice channels firstly. So here total voice channels are how much total voice channels are? 600 minus 20, because 600 are the total channels and include the control channel. If we subtract from the control channel from this total channels, we will get the total voice channel, that are 580. These 580 are the total voice channels. So we simply again take these three cases for 4 cell reuse, 7 cell and 12 cell reuse. So if we take this 4 cell reuse, then total number of the we have total number of the 580 channels, and if we divided this 500 and basically 80 divided by this 580 channels divided by the total number of these control channels 20, then sorry, not 20, these 4 cells. So if we divided 580 by 4, means this total voice channels divided by 4, then we will get total 145. So 145 the voice channels will be used for this 4 cell reuse, and there may be 5, that other 5 are the control channels. The next other 5 are the control channels will be used here. So total we will get in the 4 cell reuse total channels, we will get the 150 channels. If we divide this 600 total channels with 4, so we will get the 150 channels. Out of 150, 145 are used for the voice channels, and these 5 channels are used for the control channels in case of 4 cell reuse. So in the next condition, if we use the 7 cell reuse system, then these total voice channels that we have here, that are the 580, and if we 580 voice channels are divided by the 7, then we will get the total 82 voice channels here, 82 voice channels. And if we divide the whole 600 channels by 7 here, then we will get the 85. So here the 82 are the voice channels, and other 3 are the control channels. Control channels in case of this 7 cell reuse system here. And for the last third case, if we use this 12 cell structure, cell cluster reuse system, then the total number of the voice channels we have 580, and divided with these total voice channels by 12, then how much we will get? We will get total number of the 49 voice channels. So if we divide this 12 cells with the whole channels, means all the 600 channels here, then we will get total 50 channels. So here out of 50, the 49 channel are the voice channel, and 1 channel is used for control channel. So guys, one thing you need to remember here, these total number of the 40 here, one thing you need to remember, if suppose here in case of 12 cell reuse system, there are the 49 channels are the voice channels, and only 1 channel is used for control channel. So in the 12 cell, all the 12 cell are 12 base station, 12 towers. In every tower, the 49 voice channels are allocated, and 1 channel is control channel. Total 50 channel is allocated in every cell. So in every cell, the 49 voice channels is allocated, and 1 control channel is allocated. The less control channel is allocated only due to because this less control channel have the large area, means large distance reuse. So that is why we use the less control channels. So in all the cells, in every cell, in case of 4 cell reuse, total 145 channels are the voice channels. So in every cell, out of 4, every cell we will use the 145 these voice channels, and 5 control channel used in every cell. Similarly for 7th case, out of 85, there are 82 are the voice channels, and 3 are the control channels. So in every cell, there in case of 7 cell cluster, the 82 in every cell, 82 voice channels are allocated, and 3 control channels will be allocated. And here, so that's all for this numerical problem. So guys, I think you will get the idea about this numerical, and you will easily solve this type of numerical when after seeing this video. So guys, if you really get idea something from this video, please subscribe my channel, like the videos, and if you have any query regarding this, please write in the comment section. So thank you guys.